Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a detailed look and review of the Air Jordan 4s in the Oreo colorway. At the end of the video, there will be an on-foot section if you guys are interested in that. And I have a couple other models out here for comparative purposes. Wanted to show you guys from the Soul Collector book here that I reference every now and then. The originals right here, 1999. And you can see that there's the Columbias and the Cool Grays. And then also in 99, they released the Breads and the cement colorway. So just kind of showing you guys that. And you can see also they had one third colorway right here, white and crumbs, and that one was fairly similar to those two with regards to the mesh netting. And then looks like they also had a couple other ones in 2004, and then the leathers in 2005, or the lasers. I think those are laser in 2005. Anyway, they had a handful like this. This is the first release that they ended up having without the mesh, and it was not very well received because it was kind of not true to the original form. I remember in 99, I was like, well, they don't look like the originals. I would rather have, in 99, I would rather have either of these two that retroed instead of this pair. And I think that a lot of people felt the same way. But it is a cool colorway, and they release it many, many years later, and now they can mass produce them and they'll fly off shelves. So pretty crazy how that ends up happening, but it is just the way Jordan Brand does it. They're masters of their craft, and by craft I mean being able to list or re-release pairs that were less desirable and make them desirable again. The craftsmanship of the sneaker with the Remastered series is another thing, in my opinion. I do appreciate what they're doing with the Remastered series, but at the same time, I still feel like we want more, we need more, we want more, especially when you have other brands bringing crazy quality out. You have Nike doing things with very good quality in some aspects as well, and the prices just are not comparable for what the product is that we're getting. Now, that might sound like a complaint, but all in all, the quality of this model is very nice in this Remastered series. But when you hold it, and here's the thing, like at first when I unboxed it, I thought it was great, but when you hold it next to the pair of Dunk Luxes that I got, and this leather is just so crazy soft, and it's tumbled, and it's just soft and beautiful, and then you hold it next to this, this is like better than what we did get before, but it still feels like it almost feels like basketball leather. Like you can see right here on the tongue, it's like tumbled, but it feels rough like a basketball. Comparison to something like this, where it feels more like a car seat. Like it's just really, really nice leather. So car seat leather versus basketball leather, almost like it's just different. And because of that, it makes me less excited because of the type of materials that we have on the inflated price of $190 versus when these ones came out 3 years before. These were $160, jumped to $190. Now, Jordan Brand can do this because, one, they mass produce the heck out of the models. You'll get 200,000 or 300,000 pairs of these made. The Dunks, though, was probably maybe 10,000 pairs. I don't know, I'm just guessing. But there's way less pairs of Dunks like that made versus a Jordan Retro. Also, the other reason is because we're paying for the name. We all know that the average person is going to buy a pair of Jordan 4s or whatever it might be because it is a pair of Jordan 4s or it has a Jordan reputable name on it. The leather quality doesn't have to be there. The status and the class of the shoe that you're purchasing still is, and it's insinuated upon the purchase. I know it's getting a little bit deep, but it's the truth for the way that Jordan Brand is able to market these things. And because of that, you can get kind of less than what you can comparable in other brands in other markets, because it is what it is. And it's the truth. I mean, it's just the way it goes. People get into sneakers like myself because of Jordans. I started collecting shoes because of Jordans. I'm now able to see outside of that box, and there's tons of other brands doing great things and higher quality materials on other builds, but it still is not a pair of Jordans. So I know the mentality that people have. I came from that mentality, and so I can't fault people for having that mentality. But what I can say is there is other options out there, and when you do broaden your horizon, you do appreciate the other things that other people are doing. So little deep conversation, but worth mentioning in my opinion. This pair of shoes right here, the Fear 4s, came out 3 years ago as well, I believe, two years ago. This pair cost $175, and the leather quality on here, granted, it's a different type of leather than the other ones. It's 3 colors of suedes, I believe, or nubucks. Really, really high quality, $175. Then you have this is really the low point. I mean, these Jordan 4s, look at the quality of this leather. it's just not quality. It's cardboard type cutout leather, and because of that, I think that's why there was such a huge push from the consumer side for Jordan Brand to step up the game. So did they step up the game? Yes, they did. It's definitely better than what we got back then. It's miles above what we had then, but it's miles behind where it should be still. Again, I'm sounding like a negative, but I'm happy with the fact that we were able to get some more quality. I'm also hope that we can keep pushing and striving that we can get like supreme quality out of the Jordans for the price points that we're paying. And $190 is pretty steep. So for whatever it's worth, I'm hoping we can keep on accelerating and getting more quality. And if they have to reduce the numbers released, then so be it. Just reduce the numbers, give us some higher quality materials. That being said, this model you could see has the strap right here is plastic. The ones on the Columbias is actually leather, as you can see, which is a difference between those two. And that was the way it was back then, and they brought that same sort of thing back. So that is pretty much it. You can see also on the back tab, this is leather versus an average one is plastic. So there's a couple differences between this model and most of the other ones. But all in all, I'm happy with the purchase. I know it sounds like a lot of griping and complaining. Right now I'll put on the on-foot section. They're sick looking shoe. I love the simplistic colorway of the black and the kind of the Oreo-esque look, or the black and the grayish look. And I like black tumbled leather Jordans. I think that they look sweet. Jordan 4 is a comfortable model for me, and it's not a purchase I regret getting. If I had a choice between those and the Columbias, I definitely would go with the Oreos. And the quality on these, again, are superior to what we've seen in the past with the Jordan 4s that happened 3 years ago. So just some food for thought. Hopefully this wasn't too much of a rambling video. I know I do that quite a bit, but it's fun for me, and it's an outlet, and it's fun to be able to discuss. So weigh in the comment sections on the discussion. Let me know what you guys think of the model, the quality of the remastered series and everything else. And we'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.